Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you're watching. So this is my first video in a series of videos where I'm going to share with you how to start an export business in Kenya, whereby you're exporting made in Kenya products to countries outside of Kenya. And my main focus is going to be how to use the Etsy.com platform to launch your business. So without much further ado, this video we are going to talk about what are you able to export, what made in Kenyan products are you able to export, and which markets are the most lucrative to export to, and which products are best for you to export and to list on the Etsy.com platform. Obviously, the first thing you have to decide when you go to the Etsy.com platform, what are you going to sell? And before you even go ahead and decide this is what I'm going to sell, it's important for you to ask yourself, what problem am I solving? Because the problem you're solving is going to determine what the solution is. So on the Etsy.com platform, you can sell two main kinds of things. You can either sell a digital asset, and that means it's something that you do not ship a physical product to the final customer. Secondly, you can sell a physical asset or a physical product. So like a kiondo, you can sell a card, you can sell whatever. So the first question you have to ask yourself, number one, what problem am I solving? And what is the solution? So once you find out what problem it is you want to solve, the question is it going to be a digital solution or is it going to be a physical solution? So in my case, for instance, I solve the problem of boring jewelry and decor items. So how do I solve the problem of boring jewelry? It's by providing made in Kenya, African, Maasai jewelry. You know, they're very vibrant, the colors are very vibrant, like they're really, like you can't miss them. Yeah, so that's what I'm solving. And then also in terms of boring decor, I sell made in Kenya kiondo baskets. So as you can see, for example, take the case of this flower in my bedroom. So what I do, I simply provide something that makes it more interesting, as you can see. So that's how I solve the problem of boring decor. That's basically the problem that I solve. So you've decided, like in my case, for instance, the problem that I'm going to solve is boring jewelry for women and boring home decor. And how do I solve that problem? I'm going to provide vibrant African Maasai jewelry, and I'm also going to provide very vibrant African baskets and other home decorating items. So that's step number one. You have to decide what problem are you solving and how are you going to solve it. Once you've identified the problem you're solving, the next question you need to ask yourself, who are you solving this problem for? So like in my case, I have purposely decided that I'm going to solve this problem for clients based in the US. So that's my target market. I target clients based out of the US. And the main reason why I target clients based out of the US is because of what we call the AGOA agreement. So basically, AGOA in full stands for African Growth and Opportunity Act. And according to the AGOA agreement, the AGOA provides duty-free market access to the United States for qualifying products produced in sub-Saharan African beneficiary countries, of which Kenya happens to be one of the beneficiaries. In this AGOA agreement, the US government has put in place a database of products that are made in Kenya that you can ship to the United States without either party have to pay for duty. So the first place you want to look into when searching for what items that you'd like to export to the US is to come to this website and go through the database. And what I have done here already is to sort out those items that have an AGOA status of D, which basically means that the item has duty-free preference. You can also search by description. So let's say I'm looking for baskets, for instance. So I'll simply go to description baskets, and I still want those items with a D status. So you can see all the kinds of baskets that I'm able to export to the US and the accompanying MFN or non-MFN tariff. And also, let's say I want to look for like jewelry. I hope I'll find it. So under jewelry again, for an item to qualify for AGOA status, you can see it shows articles of glass beads, pearls, and imitation stones and statuettes and ornaments of lamp-worked glass. There's also gold and the silver. So that's where my Maasai jewelry falls, because they're made of glass beads. So that is something that works for me, because the moment I list my product, let's say it's worth $100 and a customer pays the $100, it means that once the product is shipped to them and it goes through US customs, they don't have to worry and have to deal with other surprises like, oh, you have to pay so much money, we are going to keep your product until we can put so much money and stuff like that. So that's why I've decided I'm going to solve the problem of boring jewelry and boring house decor for clients based in the US. Okay. Then the other thing, again, as I've mentioned, is your solution going to be physical or is it going to be digital? And going through the Etsy.com platform, like, you can literally sell anything as long as it's legal. So in terms of physical products, I advise you, especially if you're from Kenya, go to the AGOA database and go through the several items. There's like thousands of products that you can ship to the US duty-free. So as you've seen here, it's very easy to identify what it is you'd want to export as your main product. So you simply come here, and the database is very interactive. You can search by different, you can use the HTS code if you know it. You can search by description of the item if you have it in mind. You can search by, but I would always suggest start with the AGOA status of D, because that shows you that the item has duty-free preference. So just go through that database and look at your current situation. So for example, if they allow you to ship fish and flies, for instance, ask yourself, where am I going to find them and who's going to be my target market? So there are two ways you can go about your digital assets. There are some things whereby you create a digital, you sell a digital item, and your clients, when they purchase it, they download it in digital form. So for example, let's say I decide to sell like, what for instance, like an Excel sheet of how I do my travel budgeting, for instance. So if you decide to buy this travel budgeting Excel sheet from me, you're going to receive it in digital format. It's going to come in an Excel format. The other option is whereby you provide like a digital, like I'll buy a digital asset from you, but for me to consume it, I'll need to consume it in physical format. So for example, you can send me a template for, let's say, like a get well soon card, for instance. So you'll send me the template and you'll send me the settings through which I need to print my card so that I can use it or I can send it to whoever I want to send it to. Well, that's it for today in terms of our first series of selling on the Etsy platform, especially for people based out of Kenya or just exporting to the US or to other international markets in general. And as I have mentioned, the two things we've discussed today is what problem are you solving, who are you solving it for, yeah? And how are you solving it? Are you solving it through a physical asset that you're selling, or are you solving it through a digital format? And when you're selling it through digital, does the end buyer consume it in digital format or in physical format, right? Let me know what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please remember to hit the thumbs up button below, and if for any reason you didn't like it, please let me know in the comments below and improve in the next video. Thank you very much for staying up to the very end, and I look forward to meeting you in the next video. Bye bye. How I can improve it alright, so make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to hit the subscription button below, and also remember to hit the notification bell so that when I shoot the next video in this series, you do not miss out. Let me know what you think about this video.